That would have been a great intro.
Hey everybody, I'm Chris. This is Tilly and Specca. Come here, Till. Welcome to the Coffee Fuel Woodsman channel. Hi, Bubs. We are at 3 Mile Lake today. Well, we're on our way to 3 Mile Lake. This is King Lake in behind me, and we're going to go to North Red Trout Lake. It's October 27th. It's about 14 degrees right now. We're looking forward to some good weather. It's going to be a 3-day, 2-night trip. Anyway, we're going to get moving. I just wanted to record an intro so it wasn't all music and intro the whole way through. Talk to you soon. And there's Johnny up there causing trouble. Geez, I think the water's a little too cool to swim in.
Right, like I said, I wouldn't mind having one that you could take down rivers and not care about.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good girl. Oh my gosh, look at this lake, Johnny. This is beautiful. Okay, so Johnny and I are just finishing up King Lake. We're just at the south end where the portage is. He's gonna shore up, but it just dawned on me here. I ran into a lady whose dad owns the cabin that's on the very bottom of this lake, and ran into her just out in the wild, and she recognized me. So Brenda, if you're watching, we're on King Lake, and tomorrow we may actually run down. I've never seen the cabin. I know where it is, but we may just go have a quick peek at it. Or sorry, not tomorrow, when we're leaving in a few days. Anyway, hope you're watching. It's good to be back on King Lake. Why do dogs do that? Hi, Spec. Whoever these are, we're going to take them out for you and throw them in the garbage. The wind's up a little bit on this one.
Neat if you caught the coyote on it. Alright, you got an extra half. Looks like the people have been hard at work, and that was our old trail running between Big Creeper Lake and North Red Trout. And this is the new dry trail There's Johnny with his headband. Sincere thanks to all the people doing the trail maintenance. I know how hard it is to get out here and do this stuff. I've done a little bit, but not nearly as much as this work. So, well done. It's going to be interesting to see on the Garmin what the portage length is now compared to the old one. Just, not that it matters. It's drier. It's going to be nicer. But just see if it cuts time off or puts it on. Whoa! Look at this!
I know.
Alright, well, we made it to North Red Trout, and we are 2 hours and 20 minutes into our journey. We still got to go back and get the boats, but we're going to make camp on North Red Trout, so our day is about to get a lot nicer. It's like we went to a whole different part of the country.
Yeah.
It's just so different. Around trying to find our spot we want to camp. A massive pine tree right there. This beautiful maple here. I'll get out the good camera in a little bit, but we're still in moving around mode, so it's still GoPro time. Now this is going to be our campsite right here. Canoe, well, my canoe's down there. That's where I landed up. Johnny's just right about there. That's obviously going to be our lake view. We're up a bit on a side hill. We've got all this rock feature to look at. Got these nice beautiful oak. And there's some birch in there, some maple. This is almost ideal. Where Johnny's standing is going to be the fire pit, just kind of where Tilly just ran over. We'll probably pop our chairs just right there. We brought those little honey. Just wait, okay? We brought the little clippers to clip out all this underbrush, but it's not going to be a lot, so it won't be a lot to do. But we're at 3 hours and 8 minutes and 10 kilometers. And what time is it, Johnny?
Almost 5.
Almost 5. So we got to get making our fire pit and making our supper. Figure out how to get down here. All right, everybody, welcome to our campsite at North Red Trout Lake. The dogs have already decided it's time to play. It was about, like I said before, just a little over 3 hours to get here. We had to double carry all the whole way because we brought a kind of a lot of stuff. I'm still wiping a little bit of sweat off me. Johnny's brought this backpack slash cooler and thrown a bunch of my food in here as well. He's told me there's beer in it, so I'm supposed to open it. Oh my God, he brought... There we go. That's what Johnny's got. That's what I'm having. Wow. Deception Bay, that's one of my favorites too. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this for a couple of minutes, but then we gotta get to work. Turns out there's more of this little, this stuff here. This stuff laying under our feet, so we're gonna have to get rid of that. This fire pit is in really good shape. We got a big rock to build fire actually on top of, which is, I think I've told people, or people who don't know, but other people do know, it's harder to keep fire going on top of a rock because it doesn't hold the heat in like it would once it burns down into that stuff. But tonight we're only boiling water for our MREs anyway. Since they're still a little bit light, I probably should talk a little bit more about the MREs. I had three choices. I had pulled pork, chicken pesto pasta, and smoked meat in a demi-glaze sauce. I actually put a, oh, I got a tick on me. There he is, moving right along. Yeah, back to the meat, the meal plan. I put a poll up on Instagram. I did it on YouTube as well, but YouTube didn't hardly get any votes. But the winner on Instagram was the pulled pork. So that's what I got. Well, you'll be seeing that in a little bit. It was recently my birthday, and for that, my buddy Jay, who went on a trip with me to South Lake one time before, got me a crap load of beer, but he also got me this. The original bushcraft grill. So that's it. I'll pull it out here. There's two of these, and they're light, but they're quite heavy duty. So that was because he saw my Mitchell Lake video where the cheap one I bought warped immediately. Now these ones are smaller, so you gotta be a little bit more particular with how you set up your fire pit. But yeah, they're not gonna bend, obviously. Matt, actually the fellow that was on the last trip with me, he gave me one this size as well. So actually I have two of these, one of these little ones, which probably end up leaving the little one home, but I just wanted to bring them both just to try out. So we're gonna set the rocks up so that this will fit. We gotta get making our fire, don't we, Bobs? Yeah, hey, don't we? Johnny's doing all the work again. You wanna go camping and not do anything, just become a YouTuber. Spend all your time running cameras, and everybody else does all the work for you. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. So the camera is metering on Johnny, I think because his shirt is a lot brighter. But yeah, his face.
That's not what you said first.
We're gonna open up the MREs. I'm gonna dig out that Groman belt knife that Matt so graciously gave me. Pulled pork. We got there.
Thou shalt not envy the neighbor.
Check this out. Turkey strips with orange sauce. Yeah. I wouldn't even had to make a poll to vote on that one. That would have just been a, yeah, that's the one we're picking. Okay, let's look at Johnny's chicken strips.
Delicious.
Oh, delicious. Actually, I think he might be winning. Start cooking our meals. I think that one's,
That's pork.
yeah, that one's mine. Mine had a lot more writing on it. Now we just wait. Okay, so we'll just talk a little bit about this trip because I haven't really said anything about it at all yet. It's going to be a 2-night trip, so a 3-day total. I left work slightly early just to get out here before dark, and we made it for 5, which was just before dark. And so we're doing well so far. We got our meal on the go. My wife Claire is away in England, but her parents are at my place, and they're taking care of our new little pup, Sprout. So for anybody who didn't watch the last video, Claire and I got a new puppy. He's about 6 months old now. His name is Sprout. I'll probably do a little bit of B-roll and overlay him here so you can see him be a little fool. I'm going to try to do this without that other light just because it's so bright. But Jay, I'm still drinking the Jura of the Road that you brought us. Yeah. Nice. Turkey strips in orange sauce.
Yeah, it's like noodles though. I'm puzzled.
Why don't you go show the camera?
Yeah.
Mine looks like a lump.
You're half a cow.
Oh,
Dark.
oh. I know. Okay, there's my pulled pork, everyone. That's kind of cool. I'm liking that. Johnny. There it is. Ooh. Just poured a little bit more. Look, Specca's having the best day. Specca's right under the camera. Keep pouring stuff on her. Okay. It's time to eat this. I'm going to have a couple of bites and then I'll turn the camera off.
Do you want to try a bit of this?
It's very barbecue-y. It's a sweet barbecue sauce. It's actually quite good. Here. Have a little chew.
I'll try it.
So, oh, I took too much. Take a bit more.
You took all my meat.
So, the pulled pork is quite good, and the turkey strips is. It tastes like an old person's meal. Do you know what I mean? Like a stewed dinner or
It's not
something.
horrible though.
No, it's not bad.
Not as bad as I thought it would be.
No, it's just got the sauce is almost like perfumey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, we're gonna eat this and start drinking. It's time for the bourbon to come out, like a long ways away. Cheers. So Johnny's setting the camp on fire. He's now taking the back firewall off. Oh, yeah. Oh, do you want Do you want some gloves?
No, I am man.
Oh my. Okay, Ruth, it's time for some Starbucks pumpkin spice cake. What do you think?
Excellent, Ruth. Thank you very much. Delicious.
All right, we're all pretty much getting ready for bed. Tilly is looking for her nighttime treats, which we always do. Tomorrow we are going to do some exploring. Looks like we're going to try to head down towards Lookoff Lake. Whether that's a doable option or not, there's apparently a hiking trail at the bottom of North Red Trout that goes up over the hill. So we're going to try that. It's, I don't know, it might be 10, 12 degrees right now. Like you can see my breath and there's a bit mist coming in. I've got the tarp pitched in porch mode. I think that's the way we're going to leave it for overnight. Tilly's got a little pup tent right here. It's kind of under the tarp, so it's not supposed to rain. Hopefully that's good enough for her. I think she's going to sleep well. I'm going to throw a bunch of my clothes in with her so she's nice and warm. Anyway, I better shut her down. This one's getting a little bit rambunctious. See you in the morning. Oh, hi girl. Hi girl. Well, good morning. It's 8 o'clock. Johnny and I are still lounging in bed. I've been up since about 5:30 when Tilly woke up. She needed to go to the bathroom. We didn't do our normal nighttime routine, so at 5:30 she decided she needed out. So she came in the hammock with me, and that's why I say I've been up since 5:30, but we haven't been up. We've been laying here and enjoying the view. I've been dozing on and off. Johnny let Speck out a little while ago, and I got to be honest, I've just been, Speck, we were just talking about you. This is the benefit of the hammock. If you don't feel like getting up, I've just been sitting here watching the lake and the trees, and it's just a panoramic view. So I'm making sausage and egg and cheese in English muffins for breakfast. And our coffee is going perfectly, so we're pretty close to maximum woods enjoyment. Not told Johnny yet, but I brought us a little something special for our morning coffee. This is a rum cream coffee liqueur. So that's gonna be into the coffee cups very soon, because I would say our coffee's done. I'm just cutting up the cheese for the top of the muffins. Soon we'll scramble the eggs and we'll be done. Oh, the day is brightening up a little bit. And not just because we have alcohol for our coffee. But that's what we're going to start it with. So these were a present from, I think, well, it could have been Ruth and Harry, but I think it was Roger and Vanessa as well, who were just in to visit us. And they are much appreciated. Now, really shouldn't be putting any creamy things in a wood cup like this, but I'm gonna. Oh, those eggs, 3 of them stayed whole. Those are mine. Okay, one. Grab the cheese. There's your one, and this one's yours as well. Okay, sir.
There you go. Delicious.
And do you want me to put your other one on now?
No, we're good.
Yeah, there we are. Unfortunately, I don't have any runny egg photos to show you while I'm eating it because we didn't bring any full eggs. They were all scrambled. I forgot the camera was on. Delicious. Here, I'll show you. Num 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 num. So Johnny's just, I hear him up there coming back from finding the spot to run to the washroom, and I found my spot a little bit ago. He brought this book in for us to have a quick look over in the woods. And one of the items in it is a simple alcohol stove. And just this week I was texting back and forth to my buddy Josh, who's getting into camping a bit. And we were talking about what kind of stoves to use. And I told him I had an alcohol stove. So Josh, that's kind of what I've got, the little thing here under the pot, obviously. That's kind of what a simple alcohol stove looks like. Anyway, Johnny's telling me that I should go up, take my coffee and go up on the top of the hill. There's a little bit better view. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Some more types of alcohol stove. Maybe I'll unload mine at lunch and show you. Well, it's 20 after 11. We still haven't got moving on our exploration of out to Lookoff Lake yet, but we've been sitting there staring at the view off this side hill. And Johnny and I are pretty sure maybe next time we'll come at this spot here. So just because, especially when it gets a little colder, it's really sheltered up here. Now the lake, we were just sitting just on the other side of that little knoll there. You could feel the wind, actually right over there. You could feel the wind there. But there's just a ton of good spots for the tents to go. It helps that we're out in fall and there aren't really any bugs. Let's go find them. Come on, let's go. Listen, you gotta behave. You're embarrassing us. Get out of my moss. That's my moss. You goof. Look at what Becca's doing. She's just watching the shadows. Oh my gosh. You gonna involve Johnny in your nonsense? You are. Yeah. Yeah, well. Good to see someone's feeling better. Okay, well our campsite is not as good as what we found up there, but we've got this really interesting rock face
We got a pretty decent view. We decided to go the trail that takes us to a look-off, and hopefully we're hoping down a look-off lake. There's a couple of lakes in between, and the reason being is we've got no other reason to go there anytime we come. If you're going through the 3 Mile Lake, there's no reason for you to go that way because it's off to the side. I think there's a lake in between us and the warden's cabin, which is at the top of 3 Mile Lake. Shh, shh, shh. And I think it's called Frying Pan Hole. So we may even go have a quick look at that. Plan is I think we'll just take one canoe, throw the dogs in, you know, in case we do end up portaging the canoe across. I don't think we need to take two. Wait, I'm gonna take the GoPro and film whatever I can while we're out. Man, I guess I'm just so used to it because that's all I do.
Yeah. Never say never.
Well, right there, eh? Look at that pyramid one.
That is cool. King Tut. King Tut stem trap. Your footage. All your latch goes back.
The wind at my back, you'll be able to hear me on the GoPro at least. I think the lake is literally right in front of us. You can see sort of an opening. Kind of cool. We got just a couple of sticks up here. I think they're floating, so beaver chews.
Cool.
Here we are at Frying Pan Hole. So this is a little runoff between the North Red Trout and Frying Pan Hole. I actually didn't realize that this was considered like a proper portage in here, so this is kind of cool. So the guys must come in, and girls, and did a bunch of work. We have a marshy area down towards the bottom. That runs towards 3 Mile Lake. That's Johnny's back of Johnny's big old head. There's a new portage sign here, and this is a little trail that we believe goes up to Look-Off Lake, or it's possible that the trail genies have routed a different path around a 3 Mile, so we're going to see.
Yeah, wherever it's narrowest.
Hopefully you'll saw it. There we go. Jeez.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. Don't worry, Johnny, I'm getting it all on video.
Perfect.
I'm doing the best job I could be possibly doing right now. And this is Birch Lake that we're coming into right now. Yeah, look at that. That's like bald up there. You guys okay? Oh my God, that's stunning. Did you drink too fast?
What a cool lake. Well, there is a portage sign in here. We really want to get up over there. Not sure if it's going to be doable or not. What, is that the smallest stick you could find? That's ridiculous. It's a snack. Yeah, we want to get up there. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. All right, so we decided to abandon our quest to go any further, only because it's just bushed in. We can't find an actual trail. The trail stopped right at Birch Lake, and we didn't see an offshoot. That's the way down. I just kind of went up. We could probably circumnavigate the lake, but it's going to be pretty rough. And I know if we had brought a canoe over, we could have paddled it, and I'm sure the trail probably would have picked up on the other side, but we didn't do that. So we may do a little bit of explore North Red Trout, because we haven't really spent much time on the actual lake itself ever. And we're going to head back, probably start doing some cooking and maybe some more coffee and enjoy life. But I think what we're going to do, get back in the boat, take it over to the 3 Mile portage, walk the 3 Mile portage, eat at 3 Mile, and back to camp after that. Can you imagine the sound when that lets go? All right. Well, that's the Birch Lake portage. When we came down, there's 2 people loading a green Nova Car. Well, it could have been a Nova Craft. Looks like it. Anyway, they're hiking it up the portage through to 3 Mile. So we're kind of gonna give them a couple of minutes just to get going. And our dogs are barking at them, so give them a little bit of peace of mind. It looks like they had a dog as well, so yeah, just delay a couple minutes.
Thinking that log is ready cross.
It looks like it might.
Now with a clickable sound.
It's like, well, we got the 3-person. A little bit of rock right there.
You put these logs here on purpose.
Yeah, they're actually pretty good. We're back to our ever familiar 3 Mile lake portage. Used to put in right here, but now you kind of just to the left of this shot anyway. It's nice. And they've done a lot of work here too. Come on, let's go make a coffee. Huh? Let's make a coffee. Ooh, the water level's pretty high. Okay. Water level's pretty high. Alright, so we're at a brook here, just at the top of 3 Mile, right beside the portage. And Josh, that's my alcohol stove that Johnny actually made for me. And that's what I'm going to use to brew up today. What could you possibly want? What do you want? Can you show me? Well, we decided to take a little walk up the stream just because
This cliffy area is kind of cool, and we know there's a cliff over there, so just while I finish my coffee, we're going on walkabouts. I'll show you how pretty the fall woods are.
Look at that path.
Oh yeah, that is a path pretty much along that. You want to follow that way? Might as well, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
We'd never paddle in here. Look at the Loch Ness Monster in the water.
That's right. Here.
Walk soulfully back.
Andy go up to the top,
Yeah.
and they there's somebody else up there.
Uh-huh.
Same way. Right over the edge.
That is like a 20% incline, at least. Actually, it's probably more like 30. You go up it, Specca. You show us how it's done. Back to North Red Trout. The lake manatee. In its natural environment. Is this your way of making sure that some of that lake gets in the boat?
Staying at like 10 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Okay, Pop. Good girl. Okay, Spec.
Good girl.
Okay, we made her back. Kind of shored up in a different spot just because where we were down there wasn't great for getting in. Gonna lug this stuff back to our site. Start making supper. Hey, Filthy over there. You're not doing that coat any favors. What? What? What?